Bienvenidos and welcome to another episode of Spain on a Fork. So summer is finally here, which means that warmer weather has arrived. And as you know, during these times, there's nothing better than making a dish that's very easy to make and fills your body with so much goodness. Anyways, today that's exactly what we're doing. We're making a Spanish country salad with chickpeas. This is known as una ensalada campera con garbanzos. And it truly is one of Spain's most popular dishes during the summer, as it's filled with so many great textures and flavors, made with basic everyday ingredients, and the best part, done in just 40 minutes. Folks, serve this country salad as a tapas appetizer, or even as a main course, as it certainly has enough protein. Either way, make sure you enjoy it next to a crunchy baguette for the ultimate Spanish treat. This video is sponsored by Tienda.com. The Tienda is an online superstore focusing on selling all things Spain for your home and kitchen, and they've been around since 1996. And like I always tell you, they have the biggest selection of artisan Spanish ingredients like queso manchego, the famous jamón serrano and jamón ibérico, Marcona almonds, olives, the beautiful canned seafood from Spain, and all the basic pantry staples you need, such as jarred chickpeas, which we're going to use in today's recipe, among so many other great ingredients. And let me tell you, when it comes to cookware, they have an amazing selection of authentic Spanish paella pans that range in size from 2 servings all the way up to 50 servings. And they even offer classic grilling systems that way you can always perfectly cook your paella at home. Folks, visit Tienda.com. Let them know Albert from Spain on a Fork sent you there. Make sure you use coupon code ONAFORK during checkout for 10% off your order. Alright, let's just jump right into this. I'm going to cut 2 medium-sized potatoes that have been peeled, washed, and patted dry. This is 500 grams, which is a little over 1 pound. Each one 2 bite-sized pieces that are ½ an inch thick, which is 1.25 centimeters. Important to use potatoes here that are a bit more waxy than starchy, as they hold their shape better when they're boiled. I'm using Yukon Golds, but you can also use new potatoes, Golden Delight, or even red potatoes. Then we'll add the chopped potatoes into a stock pot, and you want to make sure they're in a flat layer. And we'll fill it with some water, just enough to barely cover the potatoes. Then we'll season generously with sea salt. You want that water to be as salty as the sea. And heat it with a high heat. At the same time, I'm going to add in 2 large eggs into a saucepan and fill it with some water, once again, just enough to barely cover the eggs. And we'll heat it with a high heat. Once the water comes to a boil in the saucepan, we'll place a lid on it and turn off the heat and leave our eggs to sit here between 10 to 11 minutes to end up with perfectly hard-boiled eggs. Okay, let's move back to the potatoes. After 10 to 15 minutes, they should just be cooked through. You know, you can always pierce them with a toothpick just to ensure that they're done. If you see that yours need more time, you simmer them for a bit longer. But I tell you, don't want to overcook them, otherwise they're going to start to break apart. At this point, I'm going to remove the stock pot from the heat and drain the potatoes into a colander. While potatoes are cooling, let's start making the dressing. I'm going to add in a 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil into a bowl, which is 60 milliliters. As always, make sure you use the good stuff here. This is what truly makes a difference in these recipes. Leave where you get the Spanish one I'm using in the description box below. We'll also add in 1 tablespoon of sherry vinegar, which is 15 milliliters. You can also use red wine vinegar here, or even apple cider vinegar. 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard, which is 5 grams. Finely grate in 1 clove of garlic. If you don't have a grater, you can just finely chop it. And season with a kiss of sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll give it a whisk until it's well mixed together. And we'll also drain 1 jar of cooked chickpeas into a colander, which is the same thing as the canned ones, and rinse the chickpeas under some water. The size of the jar that I'm using is 25 ounces, which is 700 grams. Leave where you get the super soft Spanish chickpeas I'm using in the description box below. And as for the rest of the ingredients we'll be adding into our salad, I'm going to cut 1 red onion into small slivers, finely chop 1 red and 1 green bell pepper, roughly chop 2 Roma tomatoes, and finally chop the eggs that we hard-boiled earlier. For the final step, let's start assembling our dish. I'm going to add the boiled potatoes into a large bowl, along with the rinsed chickpeas and the chopped hard-boiled eggs. Then we'll add in our chopped vegetables, 1 cup of green pitted olives, which is 150 grams. You can also use black olives here if you like. Pour in the homemade dressing and season everything with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll give it a gentle mix until it's well mixed together. You can serve the salad at room temperature or even chilled, as it'll hold for up to 3 to 4 days in the fridge. Either way, check it out. Our Spanish country salad with chickpeas is done. Easy to make, gorgeous presentation, and all done in just 40 minutes. Let's give this a try and see how it turned out. Once again, folks, una ensalada campera con garbanzos, and I tell you it's a warm day today, so you know this is gonna hit the spot. Here we go. Absolutely delicious. Well, for me, another recipe where less is more, and the simple things are the best things. As we have such basic ingredients, got so many flavors out of this. The chickpeas add the protein, the potatoes the texture, the rest of the ingredients that beautiful lift of goodness. Easy to make, heart healthy. Give it a try at home. Once again, it's a side dish, a tapas appetizer, or even as a main course. Either way, enjoy an extra crunchy baguette for the ultimate Spanish treat. Really quick before I go, a shout out to a couple of my patrons, Sharon and Glenn Moreno. And guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. Enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. That way you can get notified every time I release new content and to become a part of the Spain on a Fork family. Till the next time, hasta luego.